I don't know about you, but I'm getting tired of looking at the same grains of sand everywhere I go. Boom, we got trees. I have some Fallout 4 mods today that will ruin the game for you if I'm being honest. You won't be able to go back to vanilla Fallout 4. But now it's time for 10 mods in Fallout 4 that are absolutely breathtaking. Mods that you can get on Xbox, not PlayStation, because just about all of these use external assets. I saw the comments. Some of you didn't like the other mods. That's fine. These mods are better. If you don't like these mods, then I suggest seeking psychiatric help. I'm kidding. This video is probably going to be a little bit longer than normal, because quite frankly, some of the mods on this list ended up being bigger than I anticipated, both in size and scope. But let's go ahead and get into the mods. The first mod is really going to change how you start Fallout 4, and that's the Project Apocalyptic Commonwealth mod. This makes the Commonwealth even more apocalyptic, or at least Concord and its surrounding areas. This mod adds a lot more clutter to the roads, from rubble, adding more overgrowth, destroyed vehicles, and a plethora of skeletons piled on the ground, along with other items added around to make Concord look a lot more derelict, which will definitely make a better first impression into the wasteland. This mod also applies to Vault 111 and its surrounding areas. When you leave Vault 11D1, you'll no longer have an empty plot of dirt, but rather you'll have a guided path that you can follow to leave the area and make your way into Sanctuary, making the wasteland feel even more immersive, and the military structures are even there in the prologue. It is unfortunate that this only applies to Vault 11-1, Red Rocket, and Concord areas, and I hope they add more to it in the future, but I highly doubt it, at least for console. Now this next mod can be used alongside the Project Apocalyptic Commonwealth mod, and that's the Pine Forest Redone mod. Unlike Project Apocalyptic Commonwealth, this mod applies to the entire Commonwealth by adding lots of pine trees in every single location, and only makes Project Apocalyptic Commonwealth look even better. The thing I really like about this mod is that it actually makes Fallout 4 seem like it is a world post-nuclear annihilation. I know some people, mainly New Vegas writers, who are like,
"Oh, Fallout 4 is too colorful, there's too much life, a nuclear wasteland supposed to be barren desert, nothing but sand, even though that's not how nuclear radiation works."
But 200 years after nuclear Armageddon, wildlife will begin to retake the Earth. Roads will be overgrown with grass, moss, vines, or whatever grows in the area, and trees will begin to grow uncontrollably. Cities and towns will look like dense forests, and that's exactly what this mod does. The best part is that these trees aren't just copy and pasted everywhere. Places like big cities and coastlines where trees aren't normally present will have a lot less trees than places where trees grow more naturally, like in the hilly terrain of Sanctuary Hills and Concord. Covenant is even surrounded by trees, which makes the town look less like a random town in a concrete box, and more like a real town built within a nuclear apocalypse. This mod also makes Abernathy Farm look like a farm located in the middle of a forest. This mod single-handedly made Abernathy Farm one of my favorite settlement locations, whereas before the settlement was just a joke. I even made it a meme. There's a reason I have 16 sexy succubi roaming the farm other than my lust for fictional women. The Pine Forest Redone mod also doesn't really interfere with any of your settlements, so you don't have to worry about your settlements getting restricted. And I also haven't noticed any drops in performance with this mod other than the next-gen update making the UI system just as slow and laggy as Starfield. It just works. Although the next-gen updates seem to have fixed that. The trees in this mod are really tall, and as a result they often interfere with the sunlight, which definitely isn't a bad thing, as God rays are one of the most beautiful sights in nature, second only to Opie. It makes me soil myself. The mod also comes with ambient sounds such as chirping birds, which can be very relaxing. On top of the Project Apocalyptic Commonwealth mod and the Pine Forest Redone mod, you can also get another Pine Forest mod. And yes, that is really what it's called. The Another Pine Forest mod doesn't have as many trees as the Pine Forest Redone mod, but the trees it does contain have a lot of variety. This mod also makes the wildlife more greener and adds more overgrowth to the roads and other concrete areas. The good news is that you can use another Pine Forest mod as an extension to the Pine Forest Redone mod, as they are compatible with each other and just add even more trees to the already established Pine Forest, making my Succubi labor camp look even better than it did before. With those 3 mods installed, Fallout 4's wasteland is almost unrecognizable, and the upper parts of the trees have no collisions, so any flying enemies or vertebrates won't be affected by the trees existing. Another pine forest also doesn't interfere with your settlements, at least for the most part. You might have the occasional tree clipping through your structures, but you'll probably be fine. But that's enough of fancy terrain overhauls. It's time to cover something even better. Sexy pirate outfits. This is the Tera Pirate Outfit mod from the discontinued game Tera Online. If you're like me, then you've turned Mayor Hancock into a hot waifu with Judy Alvarez AI voice cloning, but her default outfit is a bit of an eyesore, so throw this pirate outfit on her instead. It fits the Hancock aesthetic, and the design definitely has me putting my hand on my— I'm kidding, but this outfit is pretty lascivious. I mean, you can even see her. So you spent all your time making your Nora look beautiful. You give her true eyes, throw in some modded haircuts, put on a lascivious outfit. Boom, your Nora is a supermodel. But there is one problem. No one is giving you attention other than Preston telling you that another settlement needs your help. That's where this mod comes in. This is the Flirty Commonwealth mod. Male NPCs will now compliment you when you walk by. They even have another version to get female NPCs to flirt with you as a female character.
Over here! Beautiful. Holy nuts! Now that is smooth, yes.
Look, I don't like to brag, but I'm a lover and a fighter. Know what I'm saying?
That's a good one.
They also have one for male characters, but men don't receive compliments from strangers, so that's not immersive at all. But these mods also work on your companions, so if you have a settlement full of every companion in Fallout 4, once you walk inside you will be bombarded with compliments to the point that you're overwhelmed with sexual advances. Like a cult of men and women who all compete for your love and glory. Makes me feel like I'm Daenerys Targaryen from Game of Thrones. Now you're gonna need an even better outfit to go with all the compliments the peasants of the Commonwealth throw your way, and that's the Dawn's Clothing Pack 6, or at least the one-piece swimsuits from the clothing pack, as the whole clothing pack contains some not safe for work outfits, apparently. This mod on Xbox comes with 5 one-piece swimsuits, very tight one-piece swimsuits, amazing underbutt views. Listen, you need an outfit for when you want to take a dip in irradiated water. It's about the immersion. Totally about the immersion. And no other reason. This isn't a slutty outfit, so you can't call me a gooner. It's just a swimsuit. A very tight swimsuit. That also happens to be borderline see-through. Totally immersive swimsuit mod. Summer vibes are back this 2024, and there's nothing like summer vibes like the drive-in. But this drive-in sucks. The Starlight is Bright Again mod by Greek Rage completely overhauls the Starlight Drive-In settlement, and oh my god, there's fences. The drive-in building no longer looks like a man with erectile dysfunction. It's now a multi-story building with balconies on each side and an accessible rooftop. The drive-in lot is no longer empty with a giant puddle of piss. It's now a classy drive-in lot with a functioning projector screen and comes with multiple trailers on the side with built-in beds. You even get a shopping center on the other side of the drive-in to help build your shops. The drive-in building's bottom floor is turned into a diner, while the upper floors have multiple empty rooms that you can turn into sex dungeons, or whatever you're into. The sub-level of the drive-in has its own workshop area with all of your crafting tables, and even comes with a water generator that you can power up. So the settlement comes with more than enough beds and water so you don't even have to build anything. But you should probably expect some frame drops. You know what? I miss my wife. Listen, I love playing as Nora. She's so fine. But the one thing better than Nora is 2 Noras. Okay, hear me out. This is the Nora Companion mod, and it changes the prologue of Fallout 4 so that your wife Nora also survives and escapes Vault 11-1, even though she took a bullet to the head. I guess she's just... When you install the mod, you'll get a new side quest, and it seems like Nora likes my Succubi labor camp as much as I do, as this quest takes you to Abernathy Farm to find Nora. And oh my god, she's bald. Hold on, give me a sec. Much better. This mod uses the thousands of voice lines that Nora has throughout the game and splices them into a new fully voiced companion. She even interjects in conversations from time to time like the other companions, and has her own affinity system. Yes, you have to completely re-riz your wife, but her affinity is basically the same as Piper. So just do a few Minutemen quests, pick a few locks, and you'll be able to pipe her in no time. Nora even has voice lines for various companion swaps.
Hey, Preston. What can I do to help?
I got word of a settlement that needs our help.
Come on, don't bullshit me.
Now this mod is designed to be played as a male character, so if you use this mod as a female character, it can be a little buggy. Some of the time your character won't even have actual audio, and Nora will even refer to you as a man.
I know I don't say this enough, but you really are a great father.
This mod works perfectly fine as a male character, at least so I think. I don't actually have a modded male character yet, because without a female character, I can't wear lascivious outfits, and this is not a lascivious outfit. This is the Classic Vault Outfits mod pack, which contains the classic vault suits from Fallout 3. You get a variety of vault suits to choose from, including the Tunnel Snake attire. By default, the vault suits are from Vault 101, but you can change the number to whatever number you want. You even get an armored vault suit, which is my personal favorite. Now I don't know if this is a feature because the mod description doesn't say so, but after installing the mod, I've noticed that my settlements have started to be attacked by swarms of Garys from Vault 108, wearing the classic vault suits from this mod. And in my 9 years of Fallout 4, I've never seen Gary in the Commonwealth, so I'm not sure if this is part of the mod, but either way I'm keeping it installed just in case. The final mod on this list is a big one, and by far my personal favorite companion mod for Fallout 4. This is Heather Casdin. She likes cats, noodles, and comic books. I'm in love with her already. Dare I say, she's the perfect wife. Heather is a very extensive and highly advanced companion mod with over 2,000 recorded voice lines. Heather is a caravan trader who wants to travel with you. She comes with her own bartering system, which increase as you increase her affinity. That's right, there's an affinity system, which is much more advanced than the vanilla affinity system. Heather comes with a few side quests, mainly related to her affinity. Completing objectives within her side quests will continue to increase her affinity, and she will also stop at every chemistry station to tinker with her fingers, which also increases her affinity. One of her quests is called Tour of the Commonwealth, where Heather gives you a bucket list of locations within the Commonwealth that she wants to visit, and you gain affinity by visiting each place on that list. Women like it when you take them on adventures. It really gets their southern blood pumping. She even has her own little quips for each location that you visit.
Who'd have thought? A serial killer turns out to be crazy as fuck.
Some locations on her bucket list even offer miscellaneous side quests for Heather, like visiting Huber's Comics. She starts fangirling over Grognak the Barbarian since she's a total comic book nerd, literally the perfect wife. You can grab Grognak's axe and give it to her as a gift for bonus affinity. As you travel around the Commonwealth with Heather, she will also randomly burst into song.
Baby, you're my atom bomb. I want you in my wigwam. You're just the way I want you to be, a million times harder than TNT.
The perfect wife. Heather also really hates scents. I'm talking about Austrian painter, Chinese dictator, genocidal levels of hate.
Fucking raiders. Only thing worse than a raider is a simp.
She's the perfect wife. This is where things get even more immersive. Heather will often comment about things you've done in the main story, and will even call you by your railroad agent name. But the best part, she thinks the railroad is an absolute joke.
Can you believe the railroad? I was actually worried about them. I thought they were going to save all of the synths and set them loose in the Commonwealth. Huh. After seeing them in action, I don't think that's going to happen.
Why not? There's no way they can beat the Institute with that collection of chuckleheads they've got running the show.
She's intelligent, the perfect wife. When affinity increases, she'll eventually invite you to her home. Platonically, of course. She also has a pet cat named Cosmo. But when her affinity gets even higher, you can begin to put the riz on her. When you increase her affinity even more, she offers you a physical entanglement.
Maybe we should try being more than best friends.
Yes.
Let's get the hell out of here.
No beating around the bush. The perfect wife. Even though she doesn't want an actual commitment, only a physical connection to satisfy her cravings, which will allow you to unlock the Lover's Embrace perk. So you can take her back to her house, get in bed, and engage in some off-screen premarital coitus with the most beautiful girl you've ever seen. But it doesn't stop there. When you reach maximum affinity with Heather, she tells you, no, she demands that you put a ring on her finger.
I'm crazy about you. And you're just so sexy.
So I found an old wedding ring and I gave it to Heather. I liked it, so I put a ring on it.
Thanks for the ring. It's beautiful. You know, years ago I found a map to a place called the Seaside Bunker. People used to go there to honeymoon. It's near Far Harbor.
I know that's far away and hard to get to, but it would be so romantic.
Now we need to head over to Far Harbor and make our way to the beachside cabin, which not only comes with lots of alcoholic beverages, but includes an entire itinerary for the perfect honeymoon, the first of which includes a long walk on the beach. After finishing the long honeymoon itinerary, we go for another long walk on the beach, and have an official wedding ceremony.
So this is for you. We don't need a ceremony to join us together. We are joined by love and these rings.
Did you really have to engrave my name on it? After the wedding ceremony, she wants you to track down some mirelurk meat and canisters of condensed fog. What, now that we're married, she thinks she can just boss me around like a pet? Yes, I'll do whatever she says. So I track down some mirelurk meat and canisters of condensed fog, then stare at her ability to do chemistry. Once you finish all of her chores, it's time. So we can head back to the honeymoon bunker and end our honeymoon with some much anticipated, holy marital, God-approved coitus.
I like honeymoons.
Wow, that must have been some good coitus.
What's on your mind?
Do you think two ghouls could have a baby? And if they could, would it be a ghoul baby? Or a regular human baby?
That's a good question. I guess I don't know.
I think it would be a human baby.
I think she's trying to tell me something. I don't think that's gonna work. Also, once you reach maximum affinity with Heather, you can build her own custom chemistry station at your settlement, and this is where she will go when she is dismissed. So Heather will quite literally become a submissive housewife, and I'm not even joking.
Can I do something for you? Or to you?
There you have it, that was 10 console mods in Fallout 4. If you want to see more Fallout 4, Cyberpunk, or other RPG related content, then feel free to subscribe. Anyways, I'll see you later, and remember, the media lies.